News Canada, where the truth hits harder than the highway wind. From Ontario to the coast, Bob Javi rolls in. Let the real news begin. He's got the camera ready, catching sparks from every ride. Club stories, charity runs, every heartbeat of the biker tribe. So smash that like, share, follow, let the whole country feel the raw. Turn it up, pass it on, kick that algorithm's door. This is brotherhood on wheels, every patch, every mile, every song. Biker News Canada, where the hard riders always belong. Biker News Canada, ride on, ride loud, ride strong.
All right. How's everyone out there tonight? It's New Year's Eve. I thought I'd come up and go live before New Year's comes and see who wants to join me. If it turns out that everyone's busy and you're all up to stuff, that's fine too. I'll stick around till midnight and then I'll pack it in. But I'll definitely stay around till midnight. In the meantime, we'll wait and see who gets the notification, who's not busy, who's still awake, all that stuff. Let's do a 2025 recap. As far as the channel goes, I think I had a great 2025. I've come into my own here on YouTube. I feel like my shows have gotten way better since the start of the year to where we are now. I've got great people subscribing and joining us in the conversations in the chat, and I thank each and every one of you for that. It's been great. Really good community. I feel a good community being built here, and that's what I've been after the whole time. Had some great, really good interviews with some interesting people and some great motorcycle clubs and riding clubs and stuff like that. Happy New Year, Nomadic. Good to see you tonight, bro. I wasn't sure if anyone would come on tonight, but well, I'm going to stick around till midnight. Why not, man? And yeah, so we've had a bunch of good people on for interviews and all that. New clubs have been around for a long time. Riding clubs, just riding groups, all sorts of different stuff in that regard. The museum, the flat track down there in Welland, all sorts of good stuff I've managed to dig up. So if you haven't seen all the interviews, you know, they're always in the library on the YouTube channel. A couple of my favorite ones that happened really early in the channel that maybe I should redo was Angie Sandow, who was born limb different, and she had her motorcycle all customized so she could ride it and all that. And she's a member of the Southern Cruisers Riding Club. And she does miles, man. Her and her husband get on their bikes, and each got their own bike, and they go for it. They're across the ditch and into the States pretty frequently, actually. And it's good to see it. Good to see all that. And Mike Ball joined me on that interview, and he spoke about him losing his leg and all that. I think what I'll do here in the new year, I mentioned it to Mike in a comment one day recently. I think I'll get Mike up just for his own interview, talk about Mike, where he came from, how he got to where he is, et cetera, et cetera. I'm doing that with Bill Stacks tomorrow. Bill will be on the show tomorrow at 8 p.m. So we'll be on our regular time. Okay, Wayne, Happy New Year, brother. Good to see you tonight. You working tonight, bro? Or they give you a night off? And like I say, coming for 2026, I want to really drive this channel like a lot harder than I have been. This time, for the first time ever, now the banner at the bottom that says donations can be e-transferred, I think we're going to find that this is something that typically only works for Canadians. From our banks in our apps, our bank app, we can e-transfer money around to each other, but I don't think it works in the States. Now, we don't have Venmo and all that stuff. I do have a PayPal account, but I heard the PayPal is pretty rough on people, so I haven't been in a big rush to ask people to send donations via PayPal. But if you're Canadian, you do e-transfers. That's my email address, bjarvey67@gmail.com. Any donation helps, and I'm going to drive this channel, and we'll just keep on making it better and better as it goes. Scrap Iron, my brother, good to see you, and Happy New Year's, bro. Good to see you, man. Yeah, we got K. Wayne just got in from work. Oh, you missed the shit show. It would have been so much fun. See, New Year's Eve has never meant that much to me because before I got into being a biker guy, I was a disc jockey guy. So I worked every New Year's. I can't remember a New Year's before joining the club that I wasn't spinning tunes somewhere. So, you know, the DJ gets to drink, so it's not like I didn't have any fun. Actually, DJs sometimes have the most fun, let me tell you. But I didn't bother going out. You know what I mean? I never got out until I had an old lady and I was in the club and all that bullshit sort of stuff. Kurt, good to see you tonight, bro. Happy New Year to you, bro. I'm glad you stopped in, my man. You see, I just thought I'd come on. I mentioned a few times for the week I was going to come on, so I got to start holding up my end of the promises, right? You know, if you say something, try to do it. And like I say, this year I'm going to get some bikes to raffle off one at a time. I think I'm going to do it so that there's, you know, a certain amount of money worth of tickets get sold, and then we make the draw. And then when that bike gets picked up and taken care of, then we move on to the next bike, and so on and so forth. So I'll probably keep the squares $10. And you know, what do you sell? 1,000 tickets? That's too much. Anyways, I'll do the math so it works out properly. Or $10 squares or $20 squares. I might just do a little poll and see what everybody thinks. You know what I mean? Person showed me these holidays. For me, it's the Publix. I barely notice most of them. Yeah, man. Yeah. That, and like I mentioned in the show earlier this week, it's when the rookies come out. And one rookie, if you spend, $100 for tickets for you and your old lady, you buy some nice clothes to go out for the night. And it takes one rookie who's an idiot, who wants to be a chest pounder or whatever the fuck he wants to be that day. Maybe he wants to be Batman. I don't know. But he'll fucking guarantee pick you out for some reason and ruin your night. That was always what happened in my life anyway. So it wasn't worth it. Dahlia, well, Happy New Year's. I'm glad you dropped in. Thank you. Yeah, I got to stay off the liquor on New Year's too. Exactly. I don't drink, so there's no booze in my house. There's just bags of green. Just like Mr. Green Thumb. Thanks for joining us tonight, bro, from Ottawa. Happy New Year to you. And that's another business I'm working on is a Canadian version of Weed Maps. So I'm getting an app done, and we're gonna have all the guys that don't have a storefront, but they have good stuff and they have ways to deliver it. I'm making the app, and they can put their business on my app for a certain amount each month. I'm going to keep the monthly amount low, few $100, and that's going to be my next business, as well as the heating and cooling business and the teaching. So I intend to get busy this year. I can't sit around and lay in my bed for the rest of my fucking life. Yeah, some guys want to be Batman, bro. They come up with you with the voice. They're fucking weird. Yeah, just the weed, bro. Alex, good to see you tonight, bro. Happy New Year to you too, brother. I'm glad you dropped in. Hook Dog, you too. Happy New Year, bro. I'm glad you dropped in. Good to see you, man. Thank you, Mr. Green Thumb. And let me know if anything like that, if you've got any input or anything that'll help me along my way or know any vendors or that stuff. I'll point them in the direction of my app. I'll let you know when it's up. And I think that'll be a good one. I want to talk to Mr. No Grow too as we get that thing going. Cognac. There you go. I used to have an old biker friend that before I was in the club, and he would come in to the strip joint every year at Christmas. In the last shift we were open before we shut down for Christmas, him and I'd sit at the bar and we drink cognac together. Big Wayne. Miss you, Wayne. God bless. R.I.P. He was a good dude. I'm still friends with his niece. She's a good person too. Thank you, Hook Dog. Yeah, it's been brutal up here. Like not like minus 40 or nothing, but just snowing every fucking day. It's like, I think I said it a million times already. I'm sick of winter. Oh yeah, 100% it's been happening for years, Mr. Green Thumb. Absolutely. And I'm not the first app or not the only app, 100%. I understand all that, but I want to have my app, right? Do my app. Fuck them. Everyone else can have their app and I'll have mine. Yeah, I drink every once in a while. It can be a slippery slope. He's trouble. Exactly. And last time I even got drunk was at a family thing, and I didn't even like how I acted that much at the end of the day at the family thing. So when I wake up in the morning and I don't like how I acted the night before, then I know just put the bottle down. It was fun. Hey, Doug, how are you, bro? Happy New Year to you. Yeah, exactly. Help each other along upon this journey. Exactly. And there's a few other people in the 420 business I want to get in touch with and linked up with. But that's not the only business I want to focus on because, that's something that can be here today and for some reason it's gone tomorrow. So I'll focus on everything else. I keep speaking to this guy about the merch stuff. He says it's coming. It's going to be getting full on. I should have at least a sample t-shirt that I can wear around at the bike show at the beginning of the month here. What is it, January 9th, I believe it comes to Toronto. So I'll be going to that. 420 dating, I do remember that, bro. That'll be a good one. There's the one that I'm talking about that's out there now is called SDAW, and he's doing big numbers. And if I just take a few of his people and they come to me or whatever, you know what I mean? If they go to both, it doesn't matter to me where all they spend their money. It's an advertising ploy for the vendors, right? I'm checking out 50 Cent cognac. Huh. I didn't know that you haven't had a cognac. It's funny that the rappers and the rock stars and everybody get into booze, eh? North Carolina, it's cold too, Scrap? Yeah, man, I'm sick of cold already. A bus tour across Canada. That would be fun, Green Thumb. So you're more in the scene than I am, probably. I've been in the production end of it. I've been in the retail end of it. And now I want to get into the app end of it. And just, see where it takes me. I've been doing it for a long time now. Reach out to Willie. Yeah, it'd be good to get some big stars, like backing or something, right? I've got THC using at my boys. Me too, Nomadic. I wake up in the middle of the night and smoke a half a joint. There's always something rolled beside me in my room, right? Yeah, that is actually a good idea, Willie. It's a really good idea. Or a couple other Cheech and Chong, but they do their own thing. A lot of these guys don't want to put their name on anything because they do their own thing, right? Which is fair enough. I could also get an AI. No, really, it's really Willie. How come he's got 6 fingers? It's not AI, trust me. But you know what I mean? That's a good idea, though, okay, Wayne? See if I can get an endorsement from somebody. Yeah, I've grown in a few various situations, Mr. Green Thumb, and I enjoy it. Unfortunately, the last guy I got involved with in the growing side, he had a greed problem, and he got me in there and took care of all the crap work because it was an old facility. So I was in there cleaning the black mold, which now I'm worried about because my lungs are fucking around and all that. And when it come time to the first room to come down, which is a 100-pound room when it was all cut and dry and everything. And he got rid of me and a couple other guys, so he didn't have to split it up. He's a bit of a prick that way. But it is what it is. You have paper. Oh, yeah? Interesting. Good. Well, you and I will definitely have to talk off screen. That email address that's going across the bottom on a scroll, if you want to write that down, that is another way to contact me that's more private. And I always check my emails every day, just like my messages and everything, you know what I mean? So a few different things. And I'm excited about the teaching thing. I go on Saturday for my teacher orientation. And we'll see what's going on with that. And I got a few cool guys I've been speaking to for interviews. The first couple of them are going to be mom and pop bike shops, but they're people that are in the biker community. They're not just have a store and take your money and they go home at 5 o'clock and you don't see them again. You know what I'm saying? So there's one up in, where the fuck is he? Not Alliston, somewhere up Highway 400. And he does a bike night and he rents space in the shop and he'll show people how to fix their bike and all sorts of stuff like that. And then there's Class C Chassis as well. So I'm going to I've been talking to them already, so we'll get them both up somewhere in the New Year's. Yeah, everyone's a greedy fucker, Doug. That's the problem, man. You know what I mean? Grant, good to see you tonight, brother. Happy New Year to you. I'm glad you dropped in this evening. Are we getting close? We got to do the countdown and all that shit? You do with the museum, huh? Yeah, exactly. It'd be nice to ride up there this summer. I fully intend on riding up there and checking out his museum because it's a nice ride up around from Sault Ste. Marie up to Thunder Bay anyway. It's a nice ride in the middle of summer. And I'd like to ride up there and just go do a live right from his museum. And I think when we were talking and I mentioned to him to let people host bike nights out of from his space and all that, I think I saw a little light go off in his head. So hopefully he takes a couple of those suggestions and makes them his own and does what he can with them, right? There is a big motorcycle community in Thunder Bay. I have a grow, but it's medical, nothing for sale. Exactly. And you know what? Yeah, you have to fucking be cool with it, or otherwise they come and take said license, right? So you don't want to lose what you already got. You got a few fields. I never did like doing outdoor. We did the outdoor that same place with that big facility where the guy fucked me over, and it failed. The weather in southwestern Ontario is getting really hard to predict whether you're going to have a good outdoor crop or not. It used to be you could put them out in the middle of a cornfield, you know, make yourself a patch and do how many you're going to do, and you come back and they'd be up as high as the corn, but not so much anymore. I'll be going East Coast and back this summer. Absolutely nomadic. Fucking right. Let me know when you're coming through Ontario. We'll get together. Like I say, I fully intend on being on two wheels. So if you're coming through at the right time of year, we'll come and we'll join up and I'll come do a few 100 miles with you or whatever, right? That'll be fun. Northern Lights Recovery Club. Good evening. Good to see you tonight too, man. Happy New Year's. We're all kind of from the 420 world. I like that tonight. Interesting. We'll keep it in mind, Northern Lights. I'm going to do a delivery app, much like Weed Maps was, and there's still some apps out there doing it. I'm going to do my own version at some point this year. I'll let you know when it's happening and see if you can steer some people you know that might be in the business over to the app. It'd be greatly appreciated, man. It'd be fucking awesome. Riding was my life until I got disabled. Since I grow for reducing my pain. Exactly, right? What happened when you, how did you get disabled, or what's the disability or whatever? I don't know how I'm trying to say it, but you know what I mean? Northern Lights. Yeah, that was back in the day, those Northern Light crops, eh? Yeah, it is a congregation of potheads. Well, we all sense each other and know each other, I think. You know what I'm saying? There's another young guy here. I want to get him up for an interview. We're going to go find them right now. I'll show them to you. I think I've shown them to you guys before. Where are you? Come on, fucking mouse. Do what you're supposed to do. Pissing me off. Colin, see? This guy. This guy. He's a cool guy. He's paralyzed from his armpits down. You know what, Doug? I always did better on the smaller batches. I did a 3-light batch in a house I rented outside of Toronto, and I got almost 4 pounds out of it. And everyone I pieced it off to was like, when you coming back with another batch? And unfortunately, the guy caught hip, and I had to move. But it was a fucking drag because it was a nice small batch. I put the kids to bed at night, and then I go spend an hour with the babies in the room, give them a little CO, give them a little trimming, a little plucking of the yellow flowers, and they turned out fucking amazing. Yeah, it was a good strain, Alex. 100% it was a good strain. Todd J, Happy New Year's to you too, brother. You keep that love wave going 100%, bro. We're going to rock the world together. Yeah. Hopefully I'll swing a maritime trip this summer, bro. I'd like to run out and see a pinched nerve, eh? Wow. That's crazy. 14 years. Gorilla Glue. Now we're talking. Now we're getting into some high potency, high THC levels, eh? That is a strain that I love. Times 5 times Haze. Had some models last year. Oh, so you still do it outside then, Doug? I gave up on the outside. But the auto ones are nice, eh? You don't have to fuck around with them. Yeah, 20 or 30 plants, eh? Because now they got those little tents. You can put your little 20 or 30 plants in there with some LED lights in there. And, you know, you get a few good strains. And you're not going to do it to make money. You're going to do it for yourself. But you're going to have some great strains to smoke. And it's all legal. It's all on the up and up. Skunk, yep. All the skunks. The one I used to like was, they called it the hash plant. That's all it was called, the hash plant. And it was from Afghanistan originally. Wow. It was a nice producer. And it was a really good bang for the buck, right? It's like, woo, I need a bed. Friesland, I haven't heard of that one, bro. Frozen grape. I've done a few grape strains. They're always good too, the grape strains. I do like the grape strains. Did I put this thing on share? No, I didn't. So this fella, I'm going to get him up. I know I'm going to get him up. And he's the guy who he's got a quad, and he built this 2-wheel motorcycle for himself after becoming paralyzed, which is really cool. So, like I say, I can't get him up at 8 p.m. because he does dialysis in the evening, and he's also looking for a kidney donor. So I can try to help him with that as well. See if we can help find him a donor and all that stuff, right? So, and he's done it all by himself. Had a whole bunch of family and stuff, unfortunately for him. He's had to figure out everything by himself. And we'll get him up here and say hi to him, right? Friesland. Now, I've never. Oh, you grew frozen grape, 100%. Okay, go. White. Been so long since I've seen a real white widow, eh? But yeah, that used to be a good one. I just don't like them ones with the big fluffy buds. I want them buds to be tight and dense, right? That's always I've been going out for. People helping people is priceless. Freedom to help others without judgment. Put the right person, put the right people in a person's life. You can change lives. We're on this world together, and we can have to be that, and we have to be that change. Exactly. Whew. I stumbled on that one a few times, did I? That's the problem. They're all delicious. I've never found a weed strain I didn't like. Just some I like more, right? There's so much to learn from the guys deep into it. I'd love for them to have someone around that can hang out here. Exactly. And the thing was, I was thinking about doing channels and shit like that. But from what I understand, YouTube isn't a big fan of weed. Space Rocket Stank. Is that a strain? See up here, they do these joints and they call them moon rockets. I gotta get that chat off of that other screen. And so they roll the cone and then they soak it in the distillate on the outside of the cone and they roll that in the keef. And sometimes they might put another concentrate into it. It's a pretty cool operation. It's like $15 just for a J. Hash plant was deadly. Yeah. Oh, they have brought it back, eh? That's a really good strain for a grower. Maybe I should take this guy's stuff down. No, we're getting personal. I just wanted to show you. He built a quad. I think it's called a Razor. Got to roll another. Right on, Alex. We all this world together. Take a stand for humanity worldwide. Not a flag. The flag's material. Item the cause of. Yep, the flag and religious books are the two main reasons for war, right? Flags, religious books. Oh, and I guess shiny metals. I meant the flavor of grape and fruity. They're the best for rosin. Yeah, it is. It's interesting how you can actually get that particular taste in your mouth, like a grape flavor from smoking something, isn't it? I find that incredible. And that's all in the terps. There's so many guys. We have 10 minutes? Nice. So many guys, when they start talking to me about terpenes and this and that, my brain starts shutting down, right? Maybe a wee bit loopy. I like K-Way. I like Todd, man. I like the shit he says. Yeah, the moon rock, eh? And then the moon rockets, and it's already rolled for you. I think the company's called Fukushima. On-site in the DTS, we have connected to the site. Actually lets people use cannabis while they stabilize. And honestly, it's been a huge first step for a lot of folks. And I've kind of been saying that. I think that's how they should do a lot of rehabs, is just switch them over to weed, man. If you still want to get something that alters yourself a little bit, but doesn't drive you into insanity and onto the streets and shit, that's kind of your answer. And you can still grow it legally yourself. So for very little monetary, you can have yourself set up. No worldly peace. That's right. Crazy the guy riding. Yeah, I know. That's pretty cool, eh? They swapped out meth, alcohol, fent, and other toxic street drugs for weed. Got steady and safe, and then moved into full abstinence programs when they were ready. I'd like to do that a step further and teach them how to grow and put them actually in the weed industry, right? Wouldn't that be cool? But then again, I don't know. Might be blowing off more than I know about, right? But that's where I'd like to see it go. Unfortunately, they made all these big businesses that get to grow and sell the weed turned out to be only 3 or 4 different businesses, and it's not spread out too far into the average dudes. Where are we? Get 6 more minutes. Where am I? Religion and politics are different beliefs and different laws that cause divides, wars, and death. Yeah. So it's not a magic cure. Yeah, exactly. It isn't magic. You're right. But they get people off the most dangerous stuff and away from the street supply. From any cannabis was the bridge that made long-term recovery possible. Yeah. No, I guess you're right. Northern Lights is nothing's a magic cure, is it? Because at the end of the day, there's a reason why they got that addiction, and that's the problem that has to be addressed. I know shit. I have good luck with plants. Well, that's all that matters, Doug, right? You know what I mean? Like I say, none of us are going to grow and sell it and get rich anymore. Those days are over, and that's okay. There's still a few guys out there doing it in the gray market and stuff. But for the most part, the average guy, used to be the guy that had a couple rooms in his basement and he could make his mortgage and that. That's not happening anymore because the prices all came down. Todd J, what do you mean no war? We need to fight our government out everywhere. It takes more. Yeah. Nobody will ever fight the government, though. They'll bitch and cry about it, but nobody will ever do it. DTS, down south. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, thank you. Thanks for letting me know that, because you are from Van. the power of unity, the government loses power. Well, unfortunately, we've never fucking hit that stage yet, have we, Todd? Where the unity of people has toppled uh, um, a Western government. It topples the Eastern and shaky governments, but not so much on our side of the world. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons because it was on the dining table in the movie E.T. I take my cues from unusual sources. That is a strange place. I've never ever tried D&D. Even when I was a kid, there was people playing D&D. YouTube got some episodes where young hipsters go to all the hash-producing countries. That's cool. That's really cool. Northern Lights. Include the world in your business and watch your family grow. It's a good way to put it. Apply for a government training funding program and incorporate it with an electrician program in college, etc. That's kind of what I'd like to do for my very last thing. Do a rehab center, and once you get them clean and get them sober, and if they choose that they want to smoke weed to get there, that's fine. And then give them some options, give them some trade schools, and give them a weed thing too, so that there's a few options, right? Because at the end of the day, we're always going to need somebody to build shit for us. Like the trades are never going to go away by AI, or if they do, it's going to be really tough for them to build a robot for each particular little maneuver that has to be done out there in the building of buildings and dams and infrastructure and stuff like that. Solar power is the new world power that changed the world, the power grid worldwide. Solar power is uniting the world. Nuclear power is a ticking time bomb. That's a nuclear bomb. Yeah. In Canada, we got so many choices for renewable energy. We don't have to stick to only solar either. We've got lots of fast-moving water. We've got there was people that were going to do it with the ebb and the flow of the waves of the ocean and shit. There's a lot of things like that they can do and it's renewable and it's not going to hurt anybody. And like you say, we don't have to have a nuclear bomb in our backyard. Like everything else, Bob, the major money players move in and take over. That's what happened, Nomadic, brother. Or that's what, and they really saw it was going to happen. When they said they were going to open the stores and everyone get a store and we're going to get the criminal groups out of the stores. Who do you think owns most of the fucking stores? The same guys who were doing it before. They just get somebody with no record to go get the license. But don't tell me that they're not in the background, because I know for 100% they are, because you're not going to get them out of the background. That's how they survive. That's their living. You have to be withdrawn first. You have to, right. I believe that too, Alex. Yeah, you can't just say, here, put that down and grab this, because they're still in the wrong headspace. Hash plant, yeah. It was one of the good ones, Doug. Yeah, I mean, you still get medical licenses, yeah. Trudeau took 2 to 10K a month. Exactly. And I know lots of the old guy bikers, and they say the same thing. Equal is a balance. It's a problem. They don't want anything equal for us, Todd. They always want the scale tilted to their friends and people. Hey, man, I don't even have a countdowner. It's countdown time, dudes. It's 11:59. Okay, where's my clock? Does my clock do anything that's more closer? World clock, alarm clock. What are we on? 11:59. What? Can you tell me anything? What do you got? Hey, it's midnight, dudes. Happy New Year's, everybody. Fucking A. We did a New Year's show, and it became New Year's. Happy 2026, everybody. All you guys in the chat, you guys are phenomenal people, man. Each and every one of you. I thank you guys all so much. I wish nothing but the best for everybody. All you guys, even the people that were busy today and didn't come in the live. I wish each and everybody who watches this channel at all the best in 2026. I truly do. But where are we, K. Wayne? D&D. Oh, Dungeons and Dragons. Make us believe using dice to decide if you succeed or fail. Yeah, that's all right. So I guess everyone forgot about the Wet M39. I've never even heard of that one, bro. They got so many strains out there now. Hey, they got so many fucking strains. Those older guys who trades on one, Bob, and I love teaching the kids. Yeah, Doug, I'm excited to go teaching in college. my trade. And the stuff I'm teaching in college isn't really shit I do out in the field. So I'll be kind of, unfortunately, learning it as I'm teaching it. But that's fine. Because then next semester, he'll give me some more courses and some more. And hopefully we can fill me up with, at their hourly rate, I'd be fine with 10, 12 hours a week. That'd be perfect for me. It'd be a nice income. And then with the YouTube and the app and the merch and the blah, 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 it should all come together. Use what the earth provides. Exactly. That's why I like 420, because it's they criminalize more now, or yeah, exactly, right? So they just changed everything, but it's all the same shit. Thank you, Mr. Green Thumb. Got Toronto YouTube guys. Take a look at TO. What do you got going on? I don't even know what to go look on. Oh, you're a time zone away from us, AK Wayne? Interesting. Happy New Year, Nomadic. I appreciate you being around, brother. I really do. Much respect to you, Todd. Thanks for popping in on New Year's, man. Hey, Papa Penguin. Thanks for popping in on New Year's. Happy New Year's to you. I don't know if you're closer to K Wayne. K Wayne said we're in the future. He's got an hour to go. That's funny, eh? We almost forgot because we were high. Yeah, I almost forgot. I just glanced over in time, Mr. Green Thumb. You're right. Yes, Happy New Year's to you too, Alex. Always a pleasure seeing you, bro. Loves me some Canada, but your whiskey is a pale imitation of bourbon. You don't like your rye whiskey? I thought Americans went crazy for that Canadian Club shit. It's not even our good one. Crown Royal is more of our good one. Canadian Club's just something that they sell around because it has the word Canadian on it, right? I like one called Wiser's. If I'm gonna drink whiskey, I'll drink a Wiser's and ginger ale. Spandex TTC Explorer. I just clicked on the fireworks on the big screen. Oh, nice, man. I took the kids downtown to Toronto where they got the big light up Toronto sign at City Hall there. I took the kids down there when they were little a few times for New Year's and watched the fireworks and that. We almost made Afro Man proud. Then I got it's your turn. I hope I can make enough to be happy, Krabby brother. Yeah, man. I'll get there, Doug. That's the thing. I never get too down on it, but I think I'm not too down on it, but laying in bed might prove me to be talking out my ass, right? People power and the power of the people working, growing, and building together worldwide. It's time for the network to unite, delight, and shine bright together. Exactly. And see, a lot of the words that you say, Todd, I just take them and use them towards like what I'm thinking about doing with the biker channel here and trying to unite Canadian riders and shit like that. And you can use those words that you say on different levels, and they're all inspirational. And I'm glad that you put them up. That's right, Scrap Iron. Say goodbye to 25. Did you guys notice that 25 just went by in a fucking blur? It was fucking weird, eh? See the ball of real stuff? Who the fuck knows? I think it depends, right? If it's a personal thing and then you're sending a friend a gift, they might make me pay an excise on it when I pick it up, but I don't think they can actually come at us. Scotch. I don't do Scotch. It was funny. I found when I went to anywhere in Europe, Britain, Ireland, Portugal, and asked for a whiskey. They always lay a Scotch whiskey on you, right? And then it's like, oh, my grandma drank the cheap Johnny Walker. I think it's the red. A 26er a fucking day, you guys. A 26er Johnny Walker a day that my old Scottish grandmother. Whoo, buddy. Christmas at her place was a fucking shit show. Sons of God warriors of Christ Kingdom builders of rising stars. Nice. 30-year-old Scotch is right up there with horse money. Oh, yeah, it's that much, is it? Wow, that's fucking wild. I think you can cross the border with 2 bottles without having to declare them. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. And like you say, I think if you're sending stuff around in a box and it's packaged up so it doesn't get bust, I don't think that they're going to make a big scene about that on the border either. But you never know. Who the fuck knows anymore in this world? I think most of this shit at the border now is going into the States is becoming a hassle. They got all these snowbirds, and it's just going to kill the tourism in Florida over the next few years. DeSantis says the tourism's up. I don't fucking believe it because there's all the time just on the regular news networks in Canada of a snowbird that was on their way down there and they got fucked around at the border by ICE for hours on end. And some of them to get told to fuck off, turn around and go home. They own a house down there, dummy. Don't tell people who bought a house in your country to go away. Unless obviously they're fucking bad people and they're bad people. But these are old grannies and grandpas. Let them go get in their fucking sun. They earned it. Yeah, it's a gift, bro. It's just a gift. Toronto Island, nice. Yeah, sometimes they do them off the island and you get down there by Queen's Quay and watch them, right? The place I lived at in Long Branch, the lake was kind of at the end of my street, so that was pretty cool. I was by Humber College, South Lakeshore campus. There's a big park and shit incorporated in there, and we could walk over and we could watch them fireworks from the island. I think sometimes they put them off a barge out there too, don't they? They do some pretty good shows. I like it. Maybe you can come visit Casa de Papa in Dominican Republic. That'd be nice. That would be nice, bro. I've been to Dominican. I fucking loved it there. I loved it. That'd be so cool to have a place to pull up and not have to fucking pay the hotel fees, man. That would make going to Dominican a lot easier to fucking to do, to be honest. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's mystery, today's present day, and it's a gift that we're all inside the side of the dirt. You got that right. Like I say, I learned that the other week, Todd. A girl in my house fucking died in her 30s, man. Boom. She was fucking gone. She was there fucking making a ruckus and eating my food one day and fucking stone cold dead and getting taken away in the coroner's van the next. It was fucking weird, man. And her poor boyfriend, he's still here. He ain't saying much, but, all we really own is a box under a bridge if we're lucky. You got that right, Mr. Green Thumb. And it's a bummer. I'm still bummed out that I'm losing my house and all that shit. I've spent 10 years getting this place fixed up and a little at a time and this and that. And my mom's fucking put a lot of money into my place and we're walking away from the whole fucking thing, right? But I think it's just got to let it all get out of, just let it go. Make the move, make the new place. I can pay for the new place in a few years and it's fucking done. That makes a lot more sense. And I take $4,000 a month off of my plate because that's a lot of money to come up with every month by yourself. It's not like I had a wife with a nursing job or something like that to chip in. It was me, myself, and I. So a friend texted me from San Francisco. He's at Golden Gate Park, said 1 million people will be there. Wow. That's the thing. The older I get, the less I like crowds. 1 million people. Let's just hope that no fucking weirdo comes up with some bad intention like at the fucking hotel in Vegas and all that shit, man. Like, fuck. We own nothing. We live on borrowed time and tomorrow's not promised. You got that right, Todd. Nothing's promised, bro. Is it? Nothing's promised. Yeah, Papa. I'm walking away from it, bro. It's the thing that's been slowing me down for most of this year because I've known about it since the summer. And I don't want to, right? And I keep trying to look around and see if there's somewhere where I can come up with a new mortgage or 40K or something, right? But it's not going to work out. So we're going to do the tiny home thing. Like I say, I can pay for it all out and done in a few years. And then it's over. And then there's no more mortgage company calling me all the time. And I can do a proposal and fix up the rest of my credit and move forward, right? I can't just stay here. I'm treading water here and it sucks, right? Yeah, 365. Happy New Year to you too, Craig, man. I appreciate you, brother. Money puts us in classes, poor middle class, first class. Take money away, and we graduate to equal class. Money divided humanity, boards divided land, and money destroyed nature and nations. Yep, yep. You're going through it too, Doug? It's a fucking drag. I'm 58 and I don't want to do it, man. But I don't see an easy way. There's never an easy way. I'm willing to work my way out of it too. But those big contracts where I was making over 100K a year, they're not falling in my lap right now. They're not building enough homes right now. And if they got back into building all them homes like they were before the bubble burst, I got one builder. He said he's got 36 houses waiting for me. That's all the duct work, all the vent, all the gas, all the appliance. Boom, done. 36 houses would take me a couple years. I'd have a couple years worth of work. Just boom, 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 boom. Me and my partner, and it's fun doing a new house, right? It's just you and your buddies down there. There's no other trades in there because they don't work together, right? We're running duct work everywhere. Everyone's just got to stay the fuck out of our way. You go in there after the electricians and you give her before the insulators come. Kilo C, good to see you. Happy New Year to you too. Thanks for popping in on New Year's. Let's have a good 26, everyone. That's the thing. They could be coming from other time zones, I guess, right? 3 years of stress. Yeah, I've been fighting them for a few years. And like I said, I got down into chopping rooms into my house to rent rooms out to people. And I've tried every sort of different thing. And I guess I'm just going to have to fucking walk away. It pisses me off. And you watch next year, everything will change. And I'll be able to fucking carry this house, but it'll be gone by then. Money and oil equal greed and power. They do. They do, Todd. And they control the wars and the death. You're right. Yeah, at least I can get out from under it, bro. Little known fact, Dominican Republic doesn't use traditional credit scores. Bad part. Government in Spanish and figure out the gringo tax. Are you actually in Dominican right now, bro? Or is that where you plan on moving to? I've known some expats from Canada that have moved to Jamaica, but I've never known anyone that moved to Dominican. It looks nice down there, though. Like when I was there, I made sure to get off the resort. Looked like it'd be fun. Money for, but no, yeah, exactly, Todd. Exactly. And nobody ever does the math for you to show you how that works out. It's just how it works out. Listen, we're going to go bomb these little boats over there off Venezuela, but no, you can't have no health care. That's crazy. Oh, splitting your time. Good for you, man. Yeah. Everyone, yeah. Isn't that what they said? Everyone will be rich and own nothing. That's good for you, Papa, man. That'd be great. The one that scares me, Mr. Green Thumb, is when, and they're open about it, and they're saying that these starting points of AI, the first thing they're going to take away is all the unfortunately low-paying jobs, right? Fast food jobs, shit like that. And they're all going to be gone, sort of thing. And then from there, they're going to try to go up and clerical shit and call centers, etc., right? So then how are they going to make sure that anyone's got any money to fucking pay any of their bills? Tell me how they're going to sort that out, because nobody's talking about that side of it. Do you think that if somebody had an issue with one or two dominant MC members, they automatically assume they have a problem with all the MCs in that order? Well, that's a problem, right? Because the big way of thinking in the club life is my brother's always right, even if he's wrong. So if your brother's arguing with somebody like a citizen, and even though your brother could be 100% wrong, you got to back his play in public. And then when you get inside the clubhouse, you can take the guy aside and say, listen, bro, you were wrong about that, and blah, blah, blah. But they have to put on a united front, is how it goes. Yeah, there's families on the street, I think, now, bro. There's people living in their cars with their children and stuff, man. And there's people doing it that and still going to work and shit. Like, it's not because they're lazy or not going to work or anything. Just work's not paying enough to fucking cover the nut because the nut got too high. It costs life to make money, blood money. Yep, the system is broken and money broke the system 100%. Because people can be bought and people will kill for money. Yep, thou shalt not kill. But the love of money is the root of all evil. I think so too. Even if the conflict is only with two members out of thousands, then why do people generalize individual issues into group-wide judgments? Like I say, it'll depend on that chapter, right? The other way to go about something like that is to speak to somebody in the same chapter who ranks above it, if they'll listen, right? And explain how both sides are, and then it shouldn't be generalized into a he said, she said thing. But unfortunately, in clubs, a lot of times it's just quick and easy just to say, no, fuck the citizen, he's my bro, and that's it. I think I've got one of our other good supporters of the channel having the same sort of issue where he lives, and he's kind of wondering the same thing. He's got one guy in one club, and he loves the club, but that one guy in that club has disrespected him somehow, and he wants to be able to call him out and do a hands thing, and then have it sorted and not have the rest of the club hate him. And that's so hard to fucking work out. It really is. It's really hard to work out because the clubs just don't want to put the time and the effort into it unless they know you personally or they have some sort of vested interest. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, that it's just not as easy to do. And it sounds like it would be easy because it makes sense, but let's face it, the world doesn't always make sense in how organizations do things, right? That's right, Scrap. I think it's getting worse right now with the layoffs. They're just being quiet about it. They keep telling us our economies are doing better. I don't see it. On the plus side, it's starting to look like AI data centers aren't financially sustainable. And if it is, all right, out in paradise. I think those data centers they're saying bad things about the Grok Center. Where's it? In Nashville? It's made the whole fucking city sick. It's not like we didn't say it for a few years. Yeah, we all knew it was coming. It's getting so bad here. I wish I could do more for others. Yeah, me too, dog. And that's a problem too. My ship's sinking, and I'm still buying fucking raffle tickets to help out other clubs. It's just in my nature. And somebody got a hold of me today and said, "How come you don't ask for like little donations like Mike does and Dragon does and blah blah blah?" And it's like, I hate asking people to hand me stuff unless I've worked for it or something. You know what I mean? It's not in my nature. I'll leave this bottom thing rolling for a while. I'm going to set up a new email for the Biker News Canada and attach it to my bank account where my book money comes to. And change that. But I'm going to leave that scrolling for the next little while. Don't judge anyone. You don't know what anyone else is going through. Exactly. We all have a story. Exactly. And that's our story. Use your story to help others. Yep. People helping people is priceless. Did you ever see that interview I did with the Sober Riders Club, Todd? They were a really fucking cool club. And that's what they do. They're out there helping other riders get sober and then get into their club and have an organization to back them with their sobriety. It's a fucking wonderful idea. By the way, thank you for saying citizen instead of civilian. Non-vets talking about civilians like nails on the chalkboard. Exactly. I've never worn an army uniform. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we always called them citizens. I didn't realize it made that much, but I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm glad you pointed that out, bro. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Is that true, Grant? There's 4 vans every night? And it's Tim Hortons, so you're in Canada. Fucking wow, man. What a bummer. System likes to play the blame game to turn us against each other, 100%. That's all they've been doing for the last 10 years. Just turning right against left, red against blue, upper class against fucking lower middle class. And making sure that we're pointing the finger at the other one, white against brown, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I mean? They just want people If you're in conflict, you can't think fucking straightly, and is think straight and see how the real story is. And they just keep fucking us. Bruce, Happy New Year, brother. I hope you have a great year, my friend. Thanks for popping in tonight and saying hi with us. I just thought I'd come on at like 11:30 for a lark. I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did. Build back better, broke, not broken, and be at the change and stop the divide. United we stand, divided we fall. And it's pretty sad when our own government's got us fucking, are the cause of the division. That's the fucking word. It's so disheartening. Warland, Happy New Year's, brother. Thanks for popping in tonight, man. I'm glad you popped in. I'm so happy when I see you cats in the chat, man. It means the world to me. I know you didn't get New Year's yet, Warland, so Happy New Year's in advance. Well, that used to be the other thing I used to say, Papa. You're right. Get in on the grift. So if you don't like how they're doing things, instead of bitching about it, figure out how they're doing things and then get in there for your turn. You know what I mean? Get in there for your turn at the top prize. It can't always be the same fucking people. They keep everyone so disorganized and chaotic, so you can't understand how the system works. But if you can understand it and you can get your own fucking foot in the door and your own piece of the action, then fuck it. Let it ride. Yes, I've had Red Rum on here, Northern Lights Recovery. And it was the Treaty 8 chapter, I believe. And it was the chapter that had the bad motorcycle wreck as they were off doing a charity run. And it was not long after the wreck, and we spoke about it, and it got kind of emotional. I can't thank him enough for actually opening up on camera and talking about it. But yeah, man, I was honored to have one of the chapters from Red Rum MC. It was a big honor to me. I really like them guys. I like what they do. I like what they stand for. And I like the fact that they go all around the fucking world doing it. It's not just North America. It's everywhere, man. Love is a nuclear bomb that can change the world, not weapons. Yeah, man. And I don't know why everyone's worried about that Putin guy saying if he couldn't beat up Ukraine by himself, he's not going to throw any fucking nuclear weapons into a country that's just down the street from them, for fuck's sakes. They got this thing called wind and fallout and blah, blah, blah. They learned it all from Chernobyl. They're not throwing around any nukes. That's just fucking, what do they call it? Saber rattling, man. Tim Hortons parking lot. 4 vans. People are spending their nights. The manager's kind allows the people to park and people stay inside to keep warm. Yeah, and probably until upper management fucking finds out and tells them to go somewhere else. All right, Warling, you have a great night, brother. Happy New Year's to you, bro. And give your best to your family too, brother. Someone explain the importance of Tim Hortons to me. Is that? Yeah, it is. That's all it is, Papa. That's all it is. And unfortunately, what's happened over the years is they've wrecked it. It went corporate and they got bought by an American holding company, same company that holds Burger King and a couple other of those shitty fast food joints. And so they've done the same with our Tim Hortons as they did with all them stores. Everything's made in one central plant. It gets shipped to all the stores pre-made and pre-baked, pre-whatever, and they just got to finish it and serve it to you. And you can taste the difference. You honestly can. And then it got into the hiring offshore labor because after COVID, we had a labor shortage. Fuck knows where that came from. And so they started bringing in all these labor people from India. And so now everyone's all mad at everybody from India because some Tim Hortons, unless you speak Punjabi, I don't know how to say it, you don't get a job in that location, which is fucked, but that's the way it is. So Tim Hortons up here is really making a lot of press. COVID hit in 20. I never worked for 2.5 years. Spent $50K on my kid and grandson. No doubt, bro. It's tough. I got lung disease from a COVID shot. Really, eh? See, my lungs have been wheezy up for fucking ages, coughing my guts out. I'm trying different puffers. Like, fuck, man. The only thing I can think of is, I took 2 of them shots, and that grow facility, wiping off all the black mold. Because as soon as you touch it, it turns into dust. We were wiping it down. We were spraying it with white vinegar and wiping it down, but it turns into dust anyway. And I'm sure I breathed in a fuckload of that stuff. Same with your Timmy's, eh, Bruce? Fucking wild. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I give him a Tim's card. That's actually a good idea. David, good to see you tonight, bro. Happy New Year's. Bobby put a lot of time into your channels, so channels every other world. You sent money. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Dave. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I guess that's the way to look at it. I'm not asking for money for nothing because I really, really want to. Like, I had a really good year with the channel, and I feel so much better. When I'm sitting here, I can come up with no show in my head and just make a show off the lark, and I love that, right? So, and next show, I want to take it to the next step where I'm riding the places and we're doing the live from the location and all that. It'll be fucking wicked, man. And just keep doing it something different. I don't want wine. It's just what's happening. No, that's the other thing is those guys never want to wine. That's about me and then asking people for donations. That's how I feel. I don't want to wine. And we should probably get that out of our head because people are willing to help if you ask. William, good to see you. Happy New Year. Thank you, brother. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you. I hope you have a great new year coming up, man. I hope we all do. It's time. Oh, you're getting there in BC, are you, bro? Nice. Nice. Yeah, we're 12:30. We're already in it now. Treat each other as equal and set an example for the next generation. Be yourself in different states. Stand up for what you believe in and believe in yourself. Exactly. It's just, you know how the world is. They try to get that out of you. Everyone believes in themselves when they're like younger, and then they beat it out of you. They give you more bills. They give you mortgage. They give you a loan on your car. They give you a fucking payment for this, an insurance payment, and then oh fuck, here comes a hydro, and they beat it all out of you. Want to get rich? Just get into politics. Or if you're actually somebody who does the stock market, trade whatever those fucking politicians are trading. Because, man, oh, man, none of those guys took any hits on the stock market, did they? Step up, stand up, grow up, build up, level up, never give up. That's a good one, Todd. I like that one. The other one, Scrap, that I keep fucking wondering about in my head is these crypto things, man. These guys are doing these shit coins and rug pulls and all this and that. And they walk away with a quick $500 grand, $1 million. And they didn't do nothing for it, man. They invented a coin that they were going to rug pull off to start. As soon as they hit a point, they pulled it. And, everyone's like, get into crypto. I remember when Bitcoin first came out, I could have bought one of those Bitcoins for fuck all. I think like $100, $1,000. They were like nothing. I was like, it's not based on anything. It's not real. There's nothing real about it. I love Red Rum MC here in Prince George. I've done service with them during Christmas in the winter. Right on, Northern Lights. Right on, man. Yeah, I really like that club. It'd be interesting to meet I can't remember his name now. The big boss of the whole thing, Cliff, I think his name is. I'd like to meet him one time. I like how he speaks and everything. With the right people and a person's life, you can change lives. We can all learn from each other. Don't judge a book by its cover. You got that one right, bro. Yeah, I met a few great brothers here at Lloydminster, Alberta. They were great guys. Yeah. And the guys I interviewed were from Alberta, but I think they were further north than Lloydminster, I think. I don't know the geography that good. And good luck with getting a dozen donuts there anywhere. Exactly, right, William? Like, it's a fucking donut shop. You walk in, the first thing that's always cleared out is the donut fucking racks. What the Christ are they doing in the shit that they call food, and they're trying to put on a sandwich? They just turned it into a fucking an American fast food joint. My trade got me for 40 years to Bob. Oh, okay, the trade that you do. You got 40 years of doing it, so you must have really loved it. I'm thinking about prospecting with Red Rum from George. We know each other. Our life got lifey out for me, and I hope maybe by this riding season. Fucking right. And they're a traditional club. you're gonna have to prospect and do your time and go on runs and do all that. But hey, man, if it's all part of your culture and your people, there could be a no better place I could think of than Red Rum. I really dig them guys. Got to start dynamic breath work, Bob. Smoke pit exposure for me. It's made of what does that mean? Smoke pit exposure, really, eh? My lungs have been all fucky, man. I think that a lot of times, I think that's why I end up sleeping all day because I've been awake all night, grasping for breath. And then, you go back to sleep and then you get up an hour later and you're fucking doing it again. It doesn't make for a good night's rest, that's for sure. Most books have chapters. We all have chapters in our lives, and the Spike Clubs have chapters. We all learn from each other's chapters. You're right, bro. Learn how to grow stronger. See, I'm the only guy who reads all of your things all the way through, Todd, I bet you. Never had a COVID shot, never had a flu shot, but that was my choice. Maybe we were forced by government to get lots of jobs. Think about that for a second. Yeah, exactly. I did the 2 COVIDs because my son, being autistic in his condition, it makes him very much a warrior. And my trade has me in and out a lot of people's houses all day long. So I got the first 2, he got his first 2. And nothing further. And I felt sick after the second one. The first one didn't affect me at all. I got it, went back to work. The second one, I got it and went home, went to bed with the shivers and the chills. I've done the hepatitis immunization. It's a 2-shot system. I've done half of the shingles immunization. I got to go get the second needle for that. But I've never done a flu shot or any of those ones either. None of those ones. But I don't really get the flu. Never took any cheeseburgers and joints. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't really get like the flu sick where I'm down for a week. Not often. We all got to survive and make a few dollars. Yep. It can become a business. Absolutely. Closed milk never gets fed. Yeah, you got that right, Doug. You got that right. Government see people same way they see money. Yeah, we are their money, Todd. Yeah. We're just numbers on a fucking accounting line. You know what I mean? We're expendable, right? The only good thing about governments is we can change them too. But they're all, what's that? The best analogy I've seen so far is 2 wings of the same bird. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter to me who you vote into power. My life isn't going to change except for I can guarantee you it's going to get more expensive. That's the only thing I can guarantee you is life's going to get more expensive. You be good too, K. Wayne. If you're heading out, have a happy New Year's, brother. Thanks for popping on tonight. I appreciate everything you do. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, K. Wayne. Nice thing about Dominican, people don't pretend to like the game is a rig. Oh yeah, they don't pretend like it's not rigged. They put it out there. Yeah. Makes it easier to navigate in the landscape when people are honest about their dishonesty. Exactly, right? Exactly. Then at least you know where everyone stands. Cliff, yeah, Mateus, that's him. Yeah. I'd love to get him on. That would be a great interview. The lungs got messed up. Yours too, eh? Like so sometimes when I'm out on a job, I'm taking the outside unit for Central Air off the house and bringing the new one to the house on the cart. I'm out of fucking breath for 10 minutes. That ain't right. So I'm kind of glad I'm getting in the teaching thing, less physical labor. And then when I'm out doing installs, I got my partner and he does as much of the shit. Take Mullen drops. What is that? I don't know what that is, bro. I've never heard of Mullen drops. Actions cause a reaction, they'll cause chain reaction. That's the ripple effect. Keep level going. Let's rock well together and keep rocking the free, equal, united world. That's where it always falls apart is on the equal part, doesn't it? Yeah, and I smoke cigarettes, unfortunately, yeah. Now, unfortunately, lately when I've been stressed, I've been up to a couple packs a fucking day, and that ain't gonna happen. Right after that COVID shot, AstraZeneca one, going for the second one, and they pulled it. Really, eh? I can't remember which one I had. I had to get as well for my kids involved with help organization. Yeah. Because otherwise I wouldn't have got it because I don't get flu shots or anything. I wouldn't bother with that one either. But like I say, I had no problem taking the 2-step hepatitis vaccine or the shingles one. So you know what I mean? So you can't say I like some vaccines and I hate others. I just, whatever, right? I'm not going to stick my arm out for everything. But, I put worse things into my body. Let's put it that way. I think. The vaccine is the virus. You think so too, Todd? Goes around, comes around. What goes up must come down. Besides your age and the cost of living. Got that, bro. Thank you, Grant. I appreciate you every time you're in this chat, brother. Much love. Good night, Bruce. And you have a great 2026, man. You're rolling in with a new truck and you're on a vacation soon. Good for you, brother. Good for you. You've earned it. You deserve it. Don't do to others what you don't want done yourself because it'll come back to you. Exactly. And it always does. A Mullen Drops Natural Lung Healer. Okay, I'm gonna Google them, Scrap. Thank you for that. Well, I got my stepson in the trades. He's 3 months into school. And he's realized he's getting licensed to print, especially as an electrician, Papa. That's one of the best trades out there. The only unfortunate part for that in Canada is or Ontario, it's a 4-year apprenticeship. But once you get that ticket, man, and you're a master electrician, you can write your own fucking path. It's really wonderful. Been a really good chat tonight, Bob, with people here. It's going to get worse. Throw away the darts, man, and stress that will kill them. Darts too. Yeah, I know. That's it, man. The cigarettes, I've tried quitting them a few times. I've quit a lot of other things, but the cigarettes are the fucking hard one, man. All right. Good night, Doug. And happy 2026, bro. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Oh, you didn't go on vacation. Oh, I see. Okay, I had that wrong. I apologize, Bruce. Right on, Doug. I like talking with you guys too, each and every one of you, man. But that's it. We saw it in 2026 together. Can't thank you guys enough for popping in and saying hi with me this evening. It was an honor to bring in the new year with each and every one of you. And it was great doing what we did last year. So let's keep that train moving. We're on a good path here with this channel. I can see it. We're building a nice biker community across Canada and through the States with our American friends. We have a lot of great people on the group that are from America. And it'll come in handy down the road when somebody's crossing that ditch and they're riding around and blah, blah, blah. Knowing people across the ditch will come in handy, man. Thank you, Papa. Thanks for popping in tonight, bro. And have a great New Year's, my friend. It was wicked seeing you tonight. Thank you also, Todd. Have a great 2026, brother. And thank you, Scrap. It was great to see you tonight. And thank you also, Northern Lights. Started trade school training service in Ontario by Red Springs Private College. Yep. I was going to. And then I talked to my guy at the community college, and with no risk, I got a job. So let's see where the job goes. Because if this job isn't what I want, and I'm going to open up my own 100%. I always have better luck with working for myself than others. I don't like other people telling me what to do. It's a thing. And thank you, Northern Lights. You have a happy and healthy new year too, and a successful one. And that goes for everyone out there. Much love, everybody. And we'll see you again tomorrow night. Bill Stacks, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Till tomorrow, Happy New Year. We saw the New Year in together. Thanks, everyone. Good night.